Hey guys, Paul Rayburn here. Just sharing this with you. I was looking for a solution to deal with um, responses to my code agent Claude when I'm working on a project. And so what I wanted to be able to do was walk away from a session, leave Claude with instructions, walk away, and you know just move around, or maybe I don't know, fold some laundry, to do something around the office, whatever, um, and just be able to walk away from my machine. So I wanted to get a notification and the ability to, first off, I just wanted to get a notification so that if Claude needed a response, I could come back to the machine and give a response. Um, but then I found a solution that also gives me the ability to actually um, interact with, type, and provide responses from a mobile device. Now I've got it set up just locally, just over my Wi-Fi. Didn't see any need to go through and do it on a mobile device, because that would be another whole other, like over a mobile network, a cellular network. That'd be a whole other level of settings and security and whatnot. So by all means, it could probably be done, but this is basically working, and the setup is best with a Linux setup, so WSL. I'm working on Windows 11, and so I'll show you what I've got here. So you're going to see over on the right side of the screen here, this is my mobile device connected. So I used this app here, Kenny Mobile SRCPY, so I just call it Scrapey, and that is how I interact with the phone. That's just basically for setup, but it also is working here for showing you, so you can see my phone screen on one screen. So the next thing you're gonna need to set up, that is optional really, but it just makes it a lot easier for copying and pasting code script into this app. Termius is one I found to be, I tried a couple others. This one was the best choice in my research and testing. So that is Termius. So what you're looking at here is Termius, and it's showing the connections that I have just set up. So you can have either just direct simple snippets, or this is basically, these are groups of snippets. I think we call them something else other than groups. But okay, so these are the quick shortcuts that I've got set up, and these I'm just gonna point one up here. Edit on that. Edit. Okay, so you can see the shortcut that's in there. This is just a I guess just an alias name for this code. And then you're going to want to set this here so the session stays running. And you can manually change that, but just better to have it by default, so that when you click it, okay, let me just make sure what I've got running already. So I've got it's a little bit hard to read in here, this QCAD and the CVal harmonizer here running. So I've got another one that I want to fire up. So I'm going to go back to the vaults there. It's already in the group, and it was the RESO harmonizer. So you can see I've got that set by default, and put that to run it there. So now that runs this one. Now here's just close out of that and exit and keep session active. Okay, so now you can see I have 3 sessions running here. Now just stand by for a second. I will get those popping up here. Okay, so there is eval H. That's this one here. So you can see that its screen is interactive. So I can say, test. I already ran some of this on here, and see there. So in the screen, well, it's just looking for authorization to proceed. So Okay, so it is now proceeding. Okay, sorry, just had my keyboard was acting up there. My mobile or my wireless keyboard. Fix that. So okay, so you can see that I'm able to respond. They're acting. So now I've got two going, so I can switch between them. Um, that one, the other one. Okay, you can see them on the phone screen. I can swipe left or right to switch between them. Uh, Itchy here and there, but you can switch left or right between them. Scroll on the screen. Okay, and then just to show you basically, so I started a session. I've got Ubuntu running here, so I just fire that up. That pops this terminal window up here that's already logged into the setup, and then I can just use a shortcut. I could, just to make this quick and easy, and I could fire that up. And so again, that pops up the session. Again, it runs, it checks to see if it's already running. If it's already running, it reattaches it. If it has not been, then it starts it. And so it's pretty much a seamless process. You use one code chunk to do it. Okay, so that is that. And then just a keyboard shortcut is Control B and then S, and it pops up the running sessions, I guess. And so then you can switch between them here as well. So now you can have sessions running just in one instance, or you can have three separate ones running. So the recommended is just to have three separate. And you'll know these by they typically have the green band at the bottom. This will tell you you're in the WSL connection. So the terminals can all look similar. So when you're flipping through the screen, you can identify them in that way as one way. Okay, so again, that is on GitHub. It's under our organization, the cooperative collaborative group of real estate appraisers that are working to build their own tools for in-depth market analysis. And CAA is reference to George Dell's group of community of asset analysts. So highly recommend you take George's course, join the community. If you're a real estate appraiser or interested in becoming a real estate appraiser and looking to do that with a more, as George calls it, evidence-based evaluation approach, or more of a data science approach. And so, yeah, so the main purpose of the tool here is just to share as an open source tool, because our open source a suite of tools that can help you, have, I guess it's more of a quality of life, a bit of a quality of life upgrade for when you're really trying to get a project done with code, Claude code or similar, and you just want to be able to step away from the desk. So if this was helpful, you can like my little video here, or spread the word if you want to contribute to this. If there's improvements, if you are aware of something that's similar or easier to set up, commercial or open source like this or whatever, please share. I've allowed comments in the app, or you can comment where I share this on YouTube, or you can connect with me, Paul Rayburn, real estate appraiser. I'm based out of Vernon, British Columbia, Canada, actually. And our group of community assets is international, so it's a great opportunity to get involved. And again, this app can be useful for anybody that uses Claude Code. But you know, that's what I'm working on it with. So thank you very much. Okay, now one more thing I wanted to add on. Okay, so it's the notifications part. I think I forgot to mention that. So or show you how it worked. Okay, so I can just type something in the command, Um, it's going to, okay, so you'll see it just popped up with a notification. Now I've got it set up. It'll also give me notifications if I'm working on a PowerShell project, if I don't have it set to run in WSL, which is not that difficult, but so it doesn't matter. But sometimes I'll run in PowerShell, um, but now I'm typically running it in WSL. But anyway, so it says here WSL, and that's a setting I set. So it pops up a notification just to let you know. Of course, you can change those settings for, you could mute them, change the sound and all that. So yeah, I just want to add in that little, because that's sort of one of the key features, be able to, you know, walk away from the screen and maybe have the phone with you, and but not sitting there monitoring it. Don't be staring at a screen. I want to be able to look away, which is sort of one of my other goals. So you can also get a secondary, 1 minute later warning. Again, settings, you can customize it all. Um, and I hope this is helpful. And I hope if anybody has anything to contribute or share, again, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Um, Thank you.